Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today's video is a bit different from the usual videos we do because today we are practicing our makeup. Yes, I am finally learning how to do my makeup myself. This is something that I wanted to do for a long time, since I was like 15, and I thought, okay, this year is like a good year or a good time for me to just start. So I got a few products and I have been practicing for some days now. I think today is day 5. Yeah, the 5th day, because I'm doing like one makeup look per week since I have to like balance with work and everything. So for this week I was like, let me just film it for you guys because I like sharing things that I do, obviously. And then I've making a few mistakes. Obviously, I'm a beginner. I'm making a lot of mistakes and I can't really pinpoint where the error is. So I thought if I filmed a tutorial, maybe someone who sees the video maybe notices like a technique I'm using or something that it's actually not well and could easily correct me on it. So let's get into it. So the first step is to prep the skin by applying maybe a moisturizer and like skincare products I use. I've already applied the moisturizer I use before I even started recording. Yeah. So after that, you're supposed to use a primer. And then disclaimer, I have an oily skin, an oily and sweaty skin. Like I sweat a lot. Even right now as I'm speaking, you can see that my forehead is a bit shiny. Yeah, that's how much I sweat. So most of the products I got were products that were recommended for beginners in makeup that have oily skin. The first on the list was to get a primer. I got this adventure primer. It's a mattifying primer. I was supposed to get a mattifying primer since I have oily skin. This will help with, would I say, drying out the oils on my face and everything. And most of the products that I got were on an affordable budget so that I could comfortably waste them. I felt like if I got expensive products, I would not want to use them because I'm like, oh my god, this product is like so expensive. But since they are affordable and I'm just doing the makeup for fun or just practicing my skills. Okay, so I just take a little at first. So it is this whitish thing, and I just put it here, put it here, put it here, here, and then I also put it here, 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 here. I just applied a bit and then I would like rub it into my skin. And then I will let this dry for a while. I'm not trying to let each product dry in between steps because I saw that, because I heard that was like a good thing to do, to let each product dry. So I have a fan that I use and I just like, yeah, wait for everything to dry. Now it's time for foundation. This is the tricky part for me because when I first started buying my makeup products, I bought them together, but when I bought my first makeup product as a set, the foundation I got was not my shade, and it kind of affected my first 2 makeup looks because the foundation was obviously not my shade, so it looked bad. The foundation that I'm talking about is this Avor foundation, the Avor Superstay foundation. Right out of the, like, from the bottle itself, you can just tell that this foundation is not my shade. Let me show you guys what I mean. Let me just apply a little and then show you guys that it is not my shade. This foundation looks weird. It would even get like weirder when I would apply concealer because the concealer was like a bit close to this. So my face would just be like as if I just used only concealer and it was looking weird. So I figured I should get a new foundation, and I got this Edgar Nesta one in the shade Carrots. This one is in the shade 10. Now look at the Edgar Nesta one compared to that one. I don't know, I'm still like trying to look for the perfect shade for my skin tone so far, but for the past few looks that I've been doing, this has been working well. Now you can see this one. Let me put the Avor together so you can see the difference. It's not as well I'm exaggerating. Now this is the Avor. You can see the difference between them. Yeah, so this one is a bit close to my shade than this. This is yellow, while this is like orangey, like my shade. So that's it. But I'm still looking for a good foundation. A lot of people have been recommending some brands, so since I'm still practicing, I did not really see the need to have like a lot of foundation, because even the ones I have, I don't even know how to use them. So I just like put it like that, put it here too. The last time I did my makeup, I used very little foundation, and because when I showed someone like my video, because I have a friend who she can do her own makeup, so I tend to get like advice from her. She suggested that the foundation I used then was too small, so that I could try to use more foundation. So then I like to go in with it was recommended that I go in with a beauty blender or brush. I have a brush set. I recently got a brush set, but I don't know the right brush to use because I got the brush set like 2 days ago. So I don't know the right brush set to use because it didn't come labeled, right? So I don't know which one is the foundation brush. So for this video, we'll be using a beauty sponge because I've been using a beauty sponge for the past like makeup looks that I've been doing. So it was suggested to use this big side of the makeup sponge to like blend the foundation out, and that is what I've been doing since. So this is where the problem starts. I don't know how to blend, or at least I'm just learning how to blend. So my blending skills are not as good. Disclaimer, they are not as good as you would expect. So I'm a beginner, don't judge me too harshly. So what I just do is I use this big side and I just start from here and I got dabbing and like blending it in softly. You can see it's a better shade. I got dab that in softly, even down to my neck, my jawline, my forehead. I don't like putting too much on my forehead, but you can see I think it's okay like this because I'm looking at my dark spots if they are showing, but you can see. So this is me with foundation on, and then the next thing to do is concealer. So this is the concealer that I use. I use the Blossom Makeup Spotless Concealer in the shade 110. Yes, this concealer, so far it has been working well for me. I also got this recommendation from TikTok because oh my god, you guys, it broke. And this was what I just wanted to say it now. People on TikTok complain that the concealer bottle is not sturdy. Okay, so today we have bad luck. Let's just call it bad luck. So the concealer bottle broke, and weirdly, you guys, this is what somebody on TikTok complained about. I saw like over 2 videos of people complaining about how the bottle breaks a lot, but I was like, I don't use it often because people that were complaining were makeup artists, and I was like, oh, I don't use it often, so it might not break, and it did. Like, this is the cover, and this is it. Like, let me even try to get it out. I can't. The applicator is inside the concealer. You can see that. So I brought out one of the brushes from my brush set. I don't know if this is a concealer brush. I'd have to Google it. I think this should be a concealer brush, but then I'll check it out. If this is a concealer brush, I'll just be using this for it. So let me check online what type of concealer brush to use and I'll come back. Let's go on a little break. I'm back, and based off of what I checked on TikTok just now, I have 2 options that I can use. This tiny one to just like apply it on my face, and I could use this bigger one to blend it out. So this is so inconvenient, bro. So I'm just going to take it out. There's where I could even get the applicator out, but anyhow. So what I do is that I tend to put here, then here. I start with this little place here, then I add a little here, a little here, a little on my forehead, then here, and then I would also apply on my chin. So yeah, I'm supposed to allow this to sit for a while. Usually I try to do like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, depending on how tired I get. That's when I like start blending it out. She said to get the angled fluffy one, so let me just is that blending? Okay. So from what I heard, they said the key is to maintain it where it is supposed to be. Okay, so this is actually blending it. So it's also maintain the like position, and also spread it out. Okay. Mm, I'll use a beauty sponge in this other side to show you guys, but let me just. One thing I love about like learning how to make makeup is that it's like a bit fun. I find that little joy in it. Like it feels like painting. Like so maybe that's why because just this month, I've done like 5 different days, which might not be a lot to a lot of people, but for somebody who has somewhat of a busy schedule, like 5 days is like a lot to test out something. So now I'm going to use the beauty sponge. I usually use this side of it because it's easier for me to control that side. So same routine, start from under, then go up. This one is the side with the beauty sponge. This side is the one with the brush. So I feel like there's nothing here. Maybe the beauty sponge packed everything. That's the issue I have with the beauty sponge. I feel like it takes up the product. So I'm just going to apply a bit again. And then I'm going to go in with the brush to reapply it. Blend that in. I'll put it like, yeah. So I'm going to blend that in too. Sorry. Every day I sit on this chair in front of my mirror to do my makeup, I always laugh. Like it's such a nice feeling not being good at something, or at least learning something without the need to be extremely good at it yet. But I'm somebody who I tend to like want to be good at things, so it's kind of nice. Okay, so now this is where we are at. Now you can see that ash line. Yeah, now that's where I tend to have issues with. You can see that I put concealer there, so I also like fluff those parts out, like fluff it out. According to the video I saw, lady said to fluff it out, like make sure you blend it. Like don't waste time. Especially sometimes she spends like more time blending than she does for like application. I'm like, what if I'm in a rush? Like, what? I always feel like, so far most of the looks I've done, I feel like I can see the concealer. I can see it. So that's why I'm blending. And I know there's something called over blending. I also discovered that you can blend to a point whereby the product does not show, which is bad. So you have to blend well, but make sure you don't over blend. It's actually nice talking to you guys. Because that way I get to say what I'm thinking, and then maybe the way it is in my head is what is making my makeup not look okay. Because so far I can see that I'm not following any YouTube video. I'm trying to remember the steps, because the way I'm picturing it, you're going out or you're going somewhere, you want to do your makeup, you're obviously going to sit down in front of a tutorial to start watching, right? You know it in your head, right? So some days I watch or I follow a tutorial step by step. On some other days I just like try to do it myself. The ones that I followed a tutorial step by step, the issue I had is that when they're talking about like doing a step, they don't really emphasize it well. Like what I mean is, for example, now I wanted to blend, right? To say, okay, blend your concealer. Now, how do I blend? Do I smear it? Like, do I drag it or do I like dab? But there was one I saw, little was like you would dab it in the ash line. Like you get those type of like helpful tips. Oh, okay, when I'm applying a concealer, what direction do I do that? Like you get some, they just give you, okay, so now you apply the concealer. Yet no, auntie, like uncle, whoever your gender is, like how do I do that? Like, so that's another reason why I'm doing this video, because most of the time when I send this to my friend or my makeup looks to my friend, she's always seeing the final results. She's not seeing like what I'm doing, my thought process. So maybe this way she'll say that this guy is doing rubbish. Okay, so concealer is somewhat okay. We are working with this for now, and then the next step, according to what everybody says, is that you're supposed to set your concealer with a powder. So I'm using the My Color 6-in-1 powder palette. It comes with a brush, but I tend to, before I got my brush set, I was using the brush for my blush. So we are not using that. We use a powder, a triangle for it. So let's also take the shade. I also use like 2 one to set your concealer, and then the other one to set the rest of your face. Like since you're using powder, cream product, you're supposed to set it with the powder, right? So for concealer, I tend to use this one or sometimes in the white self, and then this for my like the rest of my face. Okay, and then those two go in. Let us try this other side. Okay, so I've set the under eyes. It's now left the chin, the forehead, and then my nose side. So I also go in with for the rest of your side with your natural shade, which for me should be this. Okay, should be this one, this golden bronze, right? Or this one. It can't be this, it will be this. So let's go in with that. Do everything. Okay, now about the excess, then set everything. Okay, so now I'm done setting it with powder, and the next step is blush. Blush palette I use is this Merry Color 3-in-1 blush palette. It has 3 shades in one palette, which is quite convenient because that way you can mix colors or use some. So this is what they look like. So what I do is that I just take a little of each, dab up the powder excess, and I just go in with at this side above my cheekbone, a bit underneath my eyes with it. It might not show, but I just keep applying till I'm like satisfied with the look, because I like where this one went up. Let me try that here to get that lifted look. You guys, I have dreamt of this. Oh my god, it's just makeup. Do you know how embarrassing it is that I did not know how to do my makeup? But now I do. At least I'm learning. I might not know how to do it, but at least I'm learning. So let me stop here because there's something called blush blindness. And I have a little of it, so I just keep blending it till I like it. Last time I put it on my cheeks, a little on my cheeks, but let me just try that now. So we have blush in, and then the next step is our lip combo. Okay, so for lip combo, I tend to do the same looks for lip combo even without makeup, because I have a lip combo that like looks really good on me. This burgundy cherry wine type of lip combo, you get, that's what looks good on me. So how I do it with makeup is that I use this shade. It's like a purple, dark purple shade. Then I use that to line my lips, and then I use a lighter pink one. So I use the applicator wand of an old lip gloss because it's easier for me to control than using a brush. I don't know how to use a brush, so I just take a little of it, and then let me get my mirror, and then I cook again. And so that is what I do for lip combo. And then I'll clean it, and then I'll just take the lighter pink, just a little of the lighter pink, a little, because it's very bright. Where we are at so far. All I did now was that I just applied a little of my powder to my eyelids. I don't know how to use eyeshadow yet, so I don't usually touch my eyeshadow palette. I'm supposed to use setting spray, Kiss Beauty setting spray. Everybody and their mentors are recommending this spray, or were recommending this spray for beginners. I don't know if I'm supposed to be using setting spray since I'm just at home to take cute pictures and film this video. So oh, fun. Oh, that was too much. Why did I spray that much? But that's what I usually just do. I'll just wait for it to dry. And that's all, you guys. This is my day 5 makeup look. I tend to leave it like this without adding lip gloss because I kind of like how matte it looks. So this is what we're working with for somebody who just started at the beginning of February, and this is February 28th, and I've been practicing for 5 days. This is my 5th day, so this is the official makeup look of today. So if you guys have any pointers, any tips, any product recommendations, please drop it in the comments and let me know, because you could be helping me out very well. So this is it so far. I just like playing with it, practicing with it. It's a fun thing for me so far, and yeah, so don't worry, you guys will see more of Oluchi tries out new makeup stuff. We'll come up with a better name by the next video, so don't worry. But this is it so far. Thank you very much. If you watched this video to this point, thank you very much. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to see more of my makeup artistry. No, anyway, I'm joking, but like, I'm just really happy. I just do my makeup, take pictures, and then wipe them off. So yes. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.